Hey YouTube, LV here. As you can see from the title, we are going to review another album from Ayumi. We are going to review her 9th studio album, I believe. I don't know. But it is Next Level. Again, this album was a request. It was requested by the user Joshua Lawrence, so thank you for that. Because this album transited a different change into Hamasaki style. This album was more of electronica based, and I found that really interesting because she rarely embarked on that style. Well, at the time she did. So this was really interesting to hear, and I really like most of these tracks, so I'm really excited to do this review. So let's get started. The first track is Bridge to the Sky. The album opens up with this beautiful opening that introduces the listener to the atmosphere of this album. I love how it opens up with this peaceful yet relaxing instrumentation because it really does fit the image of the song's title. Slowly, the beat comes in and you hear Ayu giving some beautiful vocalizations. And then you get to hear these electronica sounds, and I thought that was really effective because it represents the electronica theme that will be later represented in the feature tracks of this album. The overall atmosphere of this introduction was so simple and freeing that I love that about this song. I really love this. This was an effective way of opening this album for sure, so very beautiful to listen to. Okay, the next song is Next Level. This song had more of a summery feel to it that stirs a lot of emotion with me, if I had to be honest. The song begins with this popish instrumental that evokes a very calm feeling. Well, at least that's what I believe. But I really like this because you don't know where it's doing, but it's a very soothing song. And then when Ayu starts singing on that first verse, you can literally hear that happiness within her voice, and that really touches my heart because you can actually feel the emotion within her words, and you can actually believe the message of which she's trying to convey to us. And the chorus, we're not there yet, but when it reaches the chorus, I will say that is the most beautiful part of the song because it maintains this surreal feeling to it. Of course, as always from Ayu, the lyrics are absolutely moving because they talk about the concepts of moving forward to the future with hope in our hearts. And I felt that was very beautiful, and it's something that everyone can really relate to, really. So, a beautiful song to listen to. I recommend listening to this one. The next song is Disco-munication. This was the first interlude on this album, and from its title, it's clear Ayu's ready to bring something danceable in here. It opens up with these few strums of this electric guitar before moving into its true sound. But what makes this tune so interesting is how the traditional sounds are making their way towards the instrumentation. The only vocal performance Ayu is using here is those distorted but very cool vocalizations. I really love how simplistic this interlude is. How I wish this could have been a full song because it's really awesome. I really love this. But despite that concept, I still thought this interlude was a solid track because it perfectly introduces the next phase of this album, which is the electronica theme that I've been talking about so far. So, really good way. Okay, the next song is EnergizE. The song begins with sounds like drums before we hear the beat and the guitar that comes to display the electronic sound. But what makes this song so effective is the hook, which is entirely sung in English. Let me sing forever. That part was absolutely fantastic, and it's one of the main factors that really makes this song worth remembering. There's a certain cuteness to her voice, but it doesn't come off too cute because this track has a really upbeat and happy atmosphere that sounds like it would have been perfect as something for her concerts, I want to say. The lyrics here are also nice because she's singing to everyone who might be feeling down. She's telling us not to be sad and try to be happy, even when faced with facing the heart of sadness. And to me, that message made this song worth remembering. So, an amazing song. Okay, the next song is Sparkle. It seems like IU's sexual side is definitely coming out with this track, which was a bonus because we rarely see that within IU. There's a certain darkness to this tone that really stands out to me. IU's voice sounds sleek and it carries this sexuality that really surprised me at first. And I guess that's what makes this song really interesting. And I really like how IU, especially when in the chorus, she gives some strong vocals within the instrumentation while transcending into this more aggressive state. And I really like that about this song. Like, in the video to this, I really like the video to this, because I think in the video she was kind of like a more of a dominatrix. It was really funny, because she was in this cute little dress, and then she, like, her wild side comes out, and she's in, like, this little dominatrix mode, like, yeah. But I really liked the video to this. She looked really cool, and I liked her hair and everything, so it was really good. And the thing that really made the song fierce was the repetition of that line. No, no, no. There's something about that verse that makes it very hypnotizing. The lyrics, of course, are flawless because she's talking about surrendering yourself to the beat and letting your inhibitions drop so that you can stop protecting yourself. And I really like that because it's actually an empowering message and IU delivers it very well. So, a very addictive track. I really like this song. Okay, the next song is Rollin. The song starts off with this creepy element to it before it breaks into this weird silence, because halfway through the beginning, I don't know if you can hear it, but and then it goes silent. In the beginning, it confused me, but then this electronica sound creeps up and it really catches the listener's ear, especially to me. This was such an interesting mix. There was such, I want to say, this song was very different from what I'm used to from IU. Very different. And it was different for the better. Like, this was actually a good experimentation. Especially when she starts singing. Because when she starts singing, there was such distortion within her vocals, especially during the verses, like right here, that I could barely understand what she's saying because the auto-tune is so into her voice, and I will admit that gets kind of annoying. Luckily, it changes when the verse goes on, and the distortion becomes clear, and then she becomes more audible. The song features some aggressive instrumentation that really grabbed my attention, especially when it reaches the chorus. The lyrical basis of this song, I believe, is about moving forward, even though the world's moving at such an uncatchable speed, which surely brings uncertainty within one. And I thought that was a really good message because I thought this message depicted IU's role quite well. And overall, this was an enjoyable track that shows IU embracing these electronica sounds for good use. So, very good song, and I really like it because of that. Okay, the next song is Green. This track draws on more of the traditional elements that makes it quite the memorable song. It starts off with these exotic instruments that create a beautiful atmosphere. Something for like a story, I want to say. IU's vocals here, they're excellent. The way she holds certain notes within the song with such grace. And I like how her lyrics talk about realizing the presence of love and how she desires to let her loved one, how she desires her her loved one to know that wonderful feeling. So this was definitely an amazing song, and I really love what she's doing with her voice here, because she sounds really smoky, I want to say. Like, she sounds like really in tune with this song, and I really like that about this song. I really like this. This is such a strong song. I really like this song. Okay, the next song is Load of SHUGYO. This is the second interlude off this album that transcends this album into a more rockish territory. It starts off with this mysterious sound, and the beat comes in, and I will admit, I really liked I really liked how this was doing in the beginning, because it's giving this mystical feeling to it, and I really liked it, because I was like, ooh, what is this doing when I first heard it? But I'll admit, this is the part I don't like this part. Because usually I love rock tracks, but the beat comes in and attacks you with this unwanted fierceness. I'll admit it's not as good as the previous interlude, but I will say it did a good job of preparing the listener for the rock sound, because this album again is about to shift into another change, which is more of a rockish territory, and it did a good job representing that. So I will say that, even though it's not my favorite interlude. So, yeah. Okay, the next song is Identity. I love this song. It opens up with this mysterious sound before the song's true sound comes crashing in with those guitars and drum lines, I believe. Ayu does some intense vocalizing, which really intrigued me. Her vocals here sound surprisingly cheeky, almost as though she's enjoying herself tremendously, and I will admit that really surprised me, because I'm not used to Ayu embarking her vocals this way. She usually, I don't know, well, to me, she usually doesn't sound that way. She doesn't really gloat or, like, I want to say, toot her own horn, something like that, but it really sounds, and surprisingly, it fits the song really well, because she's really enjoying herself right here, and I really like that about it. The chorus is definitely one of the highlights about this song, and I really like it. The repetition of that ID is a nice touch, and the English definitely stands out, especially from the Japanese surrounding the song. I love the lyrics here as well, because the song talks about the basis of self-image and how it's important to like what we think of ourselves rather than what others would like us to be. And I love the message behind this song, because this is something I can relate to on a personal level, and this is something I can be like, yeah, who cares what they think, as long as I'm happy. And I love the message behind this. And I do play this song constantly. It's one of my favorite songs off this album. So, really good. The next song is Raw. This song was awesome. The opening to this song was very cool. I love how the instrumentation just crashes in and introduces the overall atmosphere of this song. And then Ayu just comes swooping in with this chorus, and that provides some excellent vocals, and that really caught my attention. Within the verses, there is a slight distortion on her vocals, but I didn't mind that because it made this song sound really cool, and I really like that part. Like, if I had to admit, this is one of I play this song all the time. Like, I love this song. Sorry, but I love this song. This song is so fierce, and I love the high notes that she does in this song. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite song of this album. Sorry, I really love this song. Just waiting for that high note. I love that part. Oh my gosh. This is my most favorite. I love seeing her perform this song, especially when I'm watching my concerts and everything. I love seeing her perform this song. This song is so awesome. And the video, oh my my god, I love the video to this song. This was my favorite video out of the Next Level bunch, and I really like this song. This song, it displayed tremendous strength, especially within the lyrics, because she's talking about to never let anyone decide the rules of your life. And I love the message behind this, and this is definitely the strongest song off Next Level. It hasn't lost any of its flair from the first moment I heard this song. This song is awesome. I love this song. Double thumbs up. Okay. The next song is Love and Hate. This opening was strange, but I did like it. This part, I was like, ooh, what is this doing? When I first did it, I was like, ooh, I like it. And then, I like this countdown she does. There's something very entrancing about that, because her vocals they really draw me in. And it's kind of surprising, like within this song, I noticed the chorus comes rather quickly. Usually, she builds it up, and it gets to that part. She usually, like, I noticed with Ayumi, she doesn't really rush into the chorus right away. But in this song, she kind of did that. But even though I guess that was the little small dent of the song, it still showed a very strong section, because the song did display Ayu's stronger vocals, and the lyrics are very relatable. Well, at least to me. Because the translation is pretty much established in the title of the song. As Ayu, she's in a position of liking someone, but it would be so much easier if she hated them. This song really stood out to me because of that. And I also love how she closes the song by repeating that countdown. Because I thought that was really cool. The way she said, well, I don't know about you guys, but she said 0, but it was said so menacingly that it startled me. And then just when I thought the song was over, the music just comes back with such aggressiveness that it makes it quite scary. Like, just listen to this song, and then the ending kind of scared me. And I think it was meant to do it that way, because this song is very dark in a way, and I really like that about this song. So, good song. Okay. The next song is Pieces of 7. I really like the start to this. It begins with this mysterious instrumental, and it really aroused my attention. As I kept listening to it, I realized it bears some similarity towards her previous interludes, like Labyrinth and Rebirth. It was kind of like a mixture of them. Like, if you really listen, you can hear those previous songs within this interlude. But as always, Ayu makes sure that it stands apart. And this was a very pretty interlude. I love this right here. Because it made it so pretty, and I really like that. I love pretty interludes. Like, I can't even tell you guys, I love them. And I really thought that this was going to embark on this, like, for the entire interlude. I thought this was going to stay this type of style. And usually, when it comes to that, yeah, sometimes it will get a little boring, but I didn't mind it for this track, because this track sounded very beautiful, and I really liked it. But then, just when I thought that that was it, I'm just waiting for it, but then you suddenly hear this rock influence, and I was like, this interlude has like darker feel to it than it's anticipating. And that's what really drew me into this interlude. I really love this interlude because it tricks you. You think it's gonna be this happy, almost peaceful like structure, and then it embarks into this. And I really like this because it depicts like sides of, like, I want to say sides of human nature very well, because there's the happy side and then there's the dark side. And I thought this did a really good job doing that. The next song is Days. I love this wintry instrumental to this because it really establishes this sorrowful atmosphere represented here. IU's vocals, as usual, have the utmost perfection. There's a certain, I want to say there's a certain fragileness within her voice that screams longing. But the thing I really like about this song is the chorus, because that's what makes this song truly memorable. Although there aren't many ballads on this album, IU once again shows that she can deliver them with ease, and I love this. I really love this. And the video, oh my god, I love the video to this. The video to this song was so sad. Like, I cried when I looked at that video. I really did, because at one point, I feel that's something that anyone can relate to. If you look at the video to this song, I feel the message of the video really depicts that side of love very well, which I can relate to that, because I will say that, I won't say maybe not the entire situation, but snippets of that video happened to me, and I understand the feeling she was embarking here quite well, and I really love this song because of that. So, yeah. The next song is Curtain Call. This is the album's sole new ballad. There's nothing truly special musical-wise, since it takes more of a simpler approach. The lyrics are clearly a message to her fans and the support we've given her throughout the years. Her voice rings out this accompanied, it rings out with this piano. And then later on, as the song progresses, this gospel chorus finally joins her. Although this isn't my favorite song of mine from IU, I will say I appreciate the atmosphere and the message behind this video, because I love the message behind this video, and I'm very happy IU can write songs like this that acknowledges her fans. And I like songs like this because I want to be like, hey, you're welcome. I just want to do that because I really do like this song. And the video is simple as well, but it has beauty in it as well, and I do like this because of that. So, very beautiful song. Okay, so that was it. Well, Next Level, it was very interesting because it was a lot more upbeat than her previous albums, if I had to be honest. But despite that thought, I will say this album brought some excellent material on here. I won't say it's as powerful as her previous albums, because in my opinion, they all have a uniqueness about them so it's really hard to compare them, because each of her albums has a uniqueness about them, and I love that about each of them. So if you were to tell me, like, what is your favorite IU album, I mean, I have some, but it's still kind of hard to pick them for me because I like all of her albums. So it's like, ugh. But yeah, so here is Next Level. I really love these pictures here. Here's the back. I bought the CD DVD version of this album. I bought it, I believe, off Yes Asia. I believe. I bought it when it first came out. So let me show you. Here's the CD. Here's the booklet. Oh, let me show you. And here is this one, the DVD. And then here is the booklet. These had some very cute pictures of IU. I really love most of these pictures on here. I even like the ones that didn't have IU herself on them. They're really pretty. This is my favorite out of the bunch. I really love this picture of her. Very cool. Love this picture as well. I love that dress she's wearing. I think that's a dress. But it's very pretty. And as always, Ayu takes lovely screenshots. So very good screenshots of her. The credits. And yeah, that's it. So, overall, I really did enjoy this album. So, Ayu, you should be proud of yourself because Next Level is a very cohesive effort that shows your growth as an artist, and I love this. I love that about this album. So 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, so that was my review for Next Level. Hopefully you guys liked it. Again, I'm going to be reviewing another album, and as always, it will be a request. And like as I always say, if you have a request and you have someone you want me to review, just leave it down in the comments below and I'll get to it eventually. So the next album I'm probably going to review is just another request, and I'm rather glad I got this one because I haven't done her in a while. So here it is. And I do hope that you enjoy this review, and I do hope I'll see you again for the next video. So until next time. Bye guys.